We are training ourselves to be soft in a world that only grows more demanding. The default state for most people is to build a wall of comfort between themselves and the pressure of the world. That comfort comes at a price. You end up living an accidental life, accepting your circumstances while waiting for a right time to start that never actually arrives. This is a visualization of the human experience. The flat line represents where you are when you settle for the path of least resistance. The arching line is what you are actually capable of achieving. Over time, these paths move further apart, creating a massive void in the center. That void creates a persistent mental friction. It is the source of the anxiety you feel late at night. The realization that another day has passed where your actions did not align with your true abilities. Closing that gap begins with a moment of brutal honesty. You have to get to the point where you are finally sick of your own excuses and the person you've allowed yourself to become. Moving toward that top line requires a total shift in strategy. You have to intentionally choose the harder path and abandon the habits that kept you on the bottom floor. To find a dream that actually outweighs your fears, you have to disconnect from everything else. Most people are drowned out by noise, the opinions of others, the constant hum of technology, and the voices of people who have already given up on their own visions. You have to find what I call the dark room. This is a place of absolute isolation, free from phones, music, and social validation. In the silence of that room, you are forced to confront who you are when no one is watching. You have to endure that solitude until you define exactly what you want, independent of what the world expects. Purpose isn't something you borrow. If you don't take the time to define it yourself, you will spend your life as a tool for someone else's ambition. Execution requires a choice. You can either commit to the goal with everything you have, or you can keep a safety net just in case you fail. Every backup plan siphons away the energy Plan A needs. By preparing for failure, you divert the focus required for your primary goal. But when you sever those escape routes, energy returns to the center. Without Plan B, your commitment becomes absolute. This mindset treats tomorrow as an invalid option. You operate with a daily urgency that forces you to show up and execute, even when you are tired or discouraged. Burn the boats. Half the battle is simply showing up for the fight with 100% commitment and no way out. No matter how well you plan, you will eventually hit a period of absolute chaos. You will find yourself in a situation where nothing seems to be working. The average person sees turbulence and retreats. But the exceptional person learns to remain steady, operating effectively even when their environment is in total disarray. Suffering and severe problems are signals. They aren't meant to stop you. They are messages from your true self, trying to wake you up and force growth. This is where extreme discipline matters. It is the ability to perform the tasks you hate doing with the same intensity as the things you love. Chaos functions as the forge for mental toughness. Navigating it is the only way to build a psyche capable of handling high-level ambition. This journey is physically and mentally exhausting. It is a lonely road filled with rejection and failure, and there will be many times when you want to quit. But on the other side of that temporary pain, you meet your other self. This is a version of you equipped with strengths and traits you didn't know you possessed until they were tested by adversity. True greatness takes time. It requires a level of patience that most people lack, as they expect immediate rewards for a fraction of the necessary effort. You have a responsibility to see what you are capable of becoming. Every day you spend in the default state is a day you are choosing to let your potential remain unused. Choose to go all the way. It may cost you your comfort and your sense of safety, but it is the only path that ensures you don't reach the end of your life wondering who you could have been.